come March now, I'm a 7-day-a-week guy until hopefully the championship. I think in terms of my sports life, sports broadcasting life, my anchor has always been sports radio. And then I actually started in news radio. News talk radio is when I started, and it turned into all news radio, which turned into all sports radio. The background at the time that I got out of news radio really helped catapult the new sports station. Because that's how listening was back then. Sports radio was still about scores and highlights and breaking news and so forth. And we're talking about 1990 and into the 90s and so forth. So that's how sports radio was back then. And that really helped me. But in terms of my calendar, come March now, I'm a 7-day-a-week guy until hopefully the championship. And that's how that works between the Galaxy Travel or Galaxy at Home, Galaxy 2, and a full-time running a radio station, a sports radio station, which is the Mighty 1090, is the station that I run at the moment, and being part of their morning show. And so, for example, if we have a midweek game, like tonight we have a midweek game with Galaxy 2, I'll get home somewhere around 11:30 or so, and I'll be up, at least the alarm goes off at 3:15, hit the snooze a couple of times, and probably try to get into the office by 5. If I'm lucky, we're on the air at 6, a full 4-hour show. From there, I'm dealing with my morning show staff and the rest of the staff and what they're doing throughout the rest of the day, as well as our sales staff, and helping them out with whatever I can help them out with in terms of programming that they can sell or creating something that a client wants. The other part of my responsibility is working with our promotions and marketing department in fulfillment, and again, creating programs that we can attach to and be part of events locally. So it's all kind of a big puzzle that moves all the time, and I think I enjoy it because it does move all the time. Otherwise, I think you might get bored. Broadcasting is all about hands-on experience. Certainly you have to know the behind-the-scenes stuff, and that's important, because if you don't know behind the scenes, you won't know how to handle anything on camera or on microphone when things hit the fan. And that's the most important part of being a broadcaster. Nothing's perfect in any of the broadcasts you do, whether it's on the radio station or whether it's in television. You know, I can tell you right now, we did a game in Toronto last year, the game that Ibra scored his 500th career goal. 20 minutes to go in the game, we lose transmission back from LA to us, so our producer who's in LA can't speak to us. And I noticed that go away and just continue to broadcast, and while I'm broadcasting, I text her back, I say, I can't hear you, are you trying to talk to me? Then they realize we've lost transmission. And so for the last 19 minutes of the broadcast, we did it fly-by-wire. And she would text the producer on site to hand me the card to read when we ran the card, and that's it. And it went seamlessly. Everybody was nervous, certainly, but we got it done.
Lifts it into the area. Ibra scores! That is number 500 for Zlatan Ibrahimovic, and only he can get to 500 in that way.
And that comes with experience. You don't get that by reading a book. You just don't. You won't get that by necessarily participating on your so-called shift at your local, your college station or so forth. But if you go out and do the play-by-play, and if you do your college station on a regular basis, and you get behind as a producer as well to understand what a producer has to do, all that is very important in creating the talent so they can handle anything that comes their way. So what I would say to youngsters getting into this business, participate in everything you're doing at the earliest possible opportunity. So if your high school has a station, participate there. If it's about writing for the newspaper, then participate there. But don't just write, and don't just get on camera or just get on the microphone. Get behind everything to know how it works.